Ok. C'est bon là? Pas de pied? No feet?
Yeah, no feet.
Ah, fine. Yeah. Feet ruin the harmony of our discussion. Okay, so let's go then. Fine. Tu me dis quand c'est démarré.
Ça c'est à tourne.
Okay, fine. Okay, so Alex, do you have some topic that you want to discuss?
Yes, Oscar.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Okay, so what is your topic?
My topic is how can I bear my sorrows?
How can I bear my sorrows? Okay. Okay, well, what is the problem to bear what you call bearing your sorrows? What is the problem?
I avoid them.
Yeah, and okay, you avoid sorrows. Why not? That can be a healthy thing to do. But why do you? What's the problem with bearing them?
It's the inner. It's the failure to bear them or fully process
Yeah,
them.
but
I feel.
if you bear them, suppose you try to bear them, what happens? What's the problem?
It comes with a cost.
Okay, okay. You're a bit of a cheapskate, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't like the cost of bearing sorrow. So what's
Yes.
the problem? Is there's a cost, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're willing to pay the cost, then you can bear your sorrows.
Yes.
So we just have to examine the cost.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, so what is that cost?
Reconciliation with death.
Okay, the cost of bearing sorrows is to reconcile with death. Yeah? Is that it?
Yes.
So you have an issue with death.
Yes.
Okay, so in the background of all your sorrows, there is the shadow of death.
Yes.
And you don't like death.
No.
Why not? What's wrong with death?
It's permanence.
It's permanence.
Yeah.
So you don't like permanence.
Yes.
You like what is impermanent.
Yes.
Yes. For example, you don't like anything eternal.
No.
No, for example,
I
nature,
like
is
eternal.
nature eternal?
Yes.
You don't like nature.
No, I like nature.
Well, I thought you didn't like what is impermanent. You change your mind.
I changed my mind.
Okay. So then let's start again. If it's not, it's permanence, what's wrong with death? Maybe there's nothing wrong. Sometimes, we have prejudice. We think this person, blah, blah. We think about it. No, after all, it's a good person. You ever have that? Well, no, never.
The missing of a person.
No, you think of a person, bad things.
Yes.
And after a while, you see this person, you think, say, okay, that person's not so bad.
Yes.
Ever happened to you?
Yes.
All right, well, maybe you have something with death and maybe no reason. So what's wrong with death?
It's
It's what?
the pain around it.
Pain with death.
Yes.
Around it.
Yes.
I don't understand pain around it.
Pain in not having the person there anymore.
Oh, now you speak about the death of other people.
Yes.
But then your death, that's fine.
My death.
No, yours. No, because when you're dead, you don't care about not being around or whatever.
Yes.
So it's other people's death. Or your death too.
Probably both.
Okay, so well, let's go with your death. What's wrong with your death? I like this, huh? You mean you're against death
Yeah.
and you never
No,
What's wrong with it?
I want to live.
Well, hey, no kidding. I think you're not the only one. Yeah, okay. You know, you want to be millionaire?
That would be nice.
That would be nice. Okay. If you don't have it, you're gonna start crying?
Amen järgiga.
Please turn off microphone on. Yeah. Yeah, so you're gonna start crying because you're not billionaire?
No.
No, it's okay. So there's lots of things we would like. Yeah, want to live, fine, but you know, at some point I don't live. So let's try again. What's wrong with death?
With my death, maybe less than the death.
No,
of those.
just stop doing that. What's wrong with death? Because now you get a stuff, mine, yours.
It's painful.
Well, it's gonna be painful. You're dead.
Well, when I'm dead, it won't be painful.
Okay, so done. Pain is gone. In fact,
Yeah.
probably you'll be less pain than right now.
Yes.
Okay, so you know,
Yes.
happy trails.
Yes.
Okay, so you're okay with death now?
With that aspect.
No. You're a tricky guy, huh? You notice? You're trying to do little tricks to
Yes.
escape. Why you do that?
Mm.
And this, what is this hump? You keep doing it. Huh? What is hump? What does it mean? Can I have a
Thinking.
subtitle? You know, like when I watch Korean movie, I hear it sounds like that. Huh? I need subtitle. So I put on Netflix subtitle.
I'm filling the silence maybe with a space feeling awkward.
You want to fill the silence.
Yes.
Oh, is silence like death?
Can feel like that sometimes, yes.
Okay, so death for you is already in life. Huh? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So well, let's see. Did you hear the music this afternoon?
I did.
Did you hear the silences?
I did.
Was it horrible?
Quite the opposite.
You enjoy the silences.
Yes.
Well, there you go. So you can enjoy silence.
Yes.
What did you do there to enjoy silence?
I felt like it became part of me.
Became part of you.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Mm.
Can death be part of you?
Yes.
Yes, well, show me how death is part of you. You explain that?
I will one day die.
Yeah, but okay, I don't want one day. I want part of you. It's a present, yeah?
Yeah.
How is death part of you?
I'm impermanent.
You're impermanent, yeah?
Yes.
But if you liked impermanent, you don't like permanence, you change your mind, yeah?
Yes.
So you're okay with death now? Still not.
It still feels not.
Well, what's wrong with death?
It's. I'm repeating myself here, but it's. I keep coming back to the pain of it.
The pain, wait.
Yeah.
Is the pain before death, during death, after death? When is the pain?
It would only be leading up to the death.
See, why you complicate it? I say before death, during death, after death.
Before, during.
During death, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's go with the during death.
Yes.
How long does it take to die?
Can take a long time.
Really? How long? I mean, what's a long time for you?
Months?
Months. Like
Yeah,
how many
years.
months? Give me a
Months.
number.
10 months.
10 months, okay. All right. Dying for 10 months, yeah?
Yes.
And the first 9 months, are you alive or dead?
You're alive.
Okay, you dead and you're alive at the same time. Or you dying, you're alive, how does it work in the first 9 months? It's time for a pregnancy, by the way. You would have with the baby. How does it work? How you're dying and you're alive? How does that work?
I was thinking of the example of cancer or something like this, where you don't have your capabilities, your full capabilities.
Okay, so we found the problem you have with dying is what?
Loss of capability.
Loss of capability, yes, yes. So what worries you is a loss of capabilities. Is that it?
Yes.
Do you have a word for this loss of capabilities? Just one word.
Impotent?
Impotence. Okay. So impotence bothers you.
Yes.
Yeah? You don't like to be impotent.
No.
That's horrible. Right?
Yes.
Can you lift 200 kilos?
No.
Impotent. Yeah. Can you have sex 50 times in one day? Can you? So if it's a secret, tell me. I cannot say this in public. Otherwise,
Can't disclose. No, I haven't had the opportunity.
okay. Let's suppose you had. Could you do that? Or most likely not.
Most likely not.
Impotent. Yeah. Can you make €1 million this year?
No.
Impotent. Yeah. Can you get Nobel Prize this year?
Unlikely.
Oh God, you're such an impotent. How can you live being so impotent? You see all these things where you're impotent? I don't know, well, you don't kill you. Well, actually, why don't you kill yourself with all this impotence? Have you ever thought about it?
No.
No, well, if you don't like impotence, I don't see why you stay alive. Because, you know, based on our statistics, you're pretty impotent. You agree? You see all these things you can't do?
It's a long list.
It's a long list, and I think we could make it even longer. Probably infinite. In fact, if you compare things you can do to things you cannot do, what you can do is it look really, 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 really small.
It's small.
It's very small.
Yes.
I mean, don't you feel ridiculous sometimes?
Yes.
Yes, well, I understand you. Of course you feel ridiculous. So, yeah. So then, why you worry about dying? The 9 months of cancer won't make much difference, you know? Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, you just will add a little bit impotence, but so what? You're very impotent. But you seem to be accepting it and living with it.
Yes.
So how do you do that? How do you do it? Live with this impotence. You must be a wise man.
No.
Well, you accept to live, you know, with all this impotence affecting your being. I mean, it needs a lot of wisdom for that. How do you do it? I want to learn from you, because I'm becoming more impotent, so I want to learn.
I also feel, I don't feel impotent sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, but are you?
No.
Well, we saw all these things you cannot do.
Yeah.
The list is long.
Yes.
So you don't feel impotent,
No.
but you are. Right?
No.
No what?
I'm not impotent, but by that list I am.
Well, what's reality?
The reality is I'm not impotent.
You're not.
No.
You're a potent guy, yeah?
Yes.
When I think of the year cosmos, and I think at Alex, I say, wow, this Alex, so fucking potent. You know, I don't know, the cosmos without him would be really different, right? Would I think that?
No.
Why not? If you're potent, why wouldn't I think that?
Well, it's quite that would be an extreme level of potency.
This potency, I don't know, extreme level, or you want to be potent like an ant. Okay, prefer we compare with an ant then, you know? Yeah, so you feel better?
I feel better.
Yeah, but, so okay, so you want to do is feel good, feel potent even though you're not.
Yes.
Do you ever think how less than nothing you are? Or never? It's not your cup of tea.
Not never, but
But
insignificance, yes, comes into the mind at times.
yeah, that means often or rarely?
Infrequently, rarely.
Well, like once every 5 years?
Maybe, yes.
Okay, less than that.
Sure.
Okay, so you're not a realist, right?
Hmm.
What do you mean, huh? Was there a silence? Huh?
In some ways, I feel I am a realist.
Well, you're not a realist. Is reality that your existence is insignificant in the cosmos?
Yes,
Well, you prefer not to think about it,
yes,
right? So you can feel potent like a little ant on an anthill.
yes,
You're a bit like that, right?
yes,
So you're not a realist.
yes.
Why not? Why you don't like reality? What's the problem of realizing the insignificance of your existence and the impotence that comes with it? What's the problem?
It doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good. Well, so what, are you a child?
No.
Well, a bit. You know, I only do things that feel good. Well, that means if you only want things that feel good, that means, for example, you don't like challenge.
I do like challenge.
Well, no, because in challenge, you agree you don't feel good.
No, I feel good. Often I feel good
Yeah,
in challenge.
But at the moment of challenge, you don't feel good. If challenge was feeling good afterwards, nobody would have fun with challenge. I'm fine with challenge, I feel good afterwards. Yeah, but the problem with challenge is not the afterward, although when you fail, you're happy as well?
No.
No, okay. So it's not simply afterwards,
Yes.
it's afterwards when I made it.
Yes.
You know, you're a really tricky guy, huh? But challenge itself, do you like challenge?
Yes.
Well, no, because in challenge you feel weak. Do you agree? You're not very clear. You agree with me?
Yes.
Is it a discovery?
I feel torn in my answers.
Yeah, well, torn, does it mean clear or confused?
Confused.
Okay, so are you discovering that confusion in your mind or you knew it before?
I'm discovering it.
Okay, so you thought your mind was potent and maybe it's not so potent.
Yes.
Well, that's a sad news.
Yes.
Yeah, not good, right? Right? So you would prefer to avoid this discussion then?
No.
Why not?
Because it's important I confront this.
To confront what?
Impotence.
Oh, so that's nice, confront impotence.
Not nice. But
What's the adjective you would put?
necessary.
Oh, necessary. Do you want to marry me? Yes, it's necessary. You sound a little bit boring.
Yes.
Yeah, are you a boring guy?
I don't think so.
No, you don't think so? Well, so, yeah, necessary. Boring, no?
I feel it will improve my life to look at these things and confront these things.
You want to improve your life.
Yes, I
So
do.
you don't like your life. Do you see the logic of it?
I see the logic.
Well, when you want to improve something because you don't
Yes.
like it.
Yes.
Makes
yes.
sense?
Yes.
I mean, I'm proposing you
Yeah,
very
yeah.
simple logical
Yeah, yeah.
moves, and it's like every time, say, oh
Yeah.
my God, wow, you know. You notice?
I do notice it.
And how do you explain that?
My mind keeps going to the absolute on it. That there are aspects I enjoy, and with the question, I take it to the absolute. That
So
there
you're
are
an
no aspects.
absolutist.
Yes.
So you see, you like impermanence. Absolutist, he likes impermanence.
Mm.
No, sorry, he likes permanence,
Permanence.
sorry. He likes eternity, yeah?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Well, that's why you don't want to die.
Yeah.
You don't like the finite,
Mm.
right?
Yes.
You don't like what's impermanent.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You would like to be absolute,
Yes.
right? Yeah. Is that a disease?
Yes.
No. Okay, so we've seen a number of things now. What's the question you want to ask now?
I want to ask a question about the death of others.
Death of others.
Yes.
Well, did we answer how can I bear my sorrows? Do we have some hypothesis now?
I have some ideas.
Okay. How can I bear my sorrows?
Not holding an absolutist position, which is unrealistic.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah.
Or you're satisfied again.
No, it's a good one.
Yeah, or you want to improve again.
I want more.
Yeah, exactly. You're a greedy guy.
I want
Huh?
more.
Yeah, always more, right? But can you be satisfied with this hypothesis? Or no?
No.
It's difficult for you to
Difficult to
be
be
satisfied.
satisfied.
Must be terrible then to be Alex. To be only Alex.
Mm.
No? I understand. I would like to be Batman, so I understand you totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who would you like to be?
Um,
Alex. Who would you like to be? Tell me. I don't know, Lady Gaga.
a sage on a mountain.
A sage
Yeah.
on the mountain.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta write that. I want to be a sage on the mountain.
Yeah.
And would you stay on the mountain forever, or you would come down at a certain point? Because I read Zarathustra, and after 10 years he got a bit bored and he came down. You know the story? Yeah, with his eagle and his snake, you know.
Yeah.
So you want to be forever on top of the mountain,
Not
or should we
forever.
plan a retreat at some point?
Coming back down at some stage.
Okay, so you want to be a sage going up and down.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to be an up and down sage.
Yes.
But why the mountain? Why don't you just go on flatland?
I like the cold.
The cold.
Yes.
Well, some mountains are really hot, you
Mm.
know. Yeah. So you want a cold mountain?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah? Good? Okay, you want to be a sage on a cold mountain.
Yes.
Have you chosen the place?
Not yet.
Well, why not? Let's be realistic.
Mm.
You gotta first, sage is harder. The mountain, that's much easier.
Yeah.
You know? So give me a mountain. Where is that mountain gonna be?
Maybe somewhere local here.
Here?
Yeah.
Mountain? No,
Yeah, is there nothing?
No mountains here. The biggest hill is behind there. It's 30 meters high. No mountains here. No. So it's phantasm, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. How about sage? What is it to be a sage?
At peace.
Peace. Ah, you
Yeah.
want peace.
Yes.
So you are at war.
Yes.
You're at war. At war with what?
Mm. Mm. In a conflict to a war with a dissatisfaction to constantly improve.
Okay, you're dissatisfied.
Yes.
Yeah? You're not
Yes.
happy with yourself.
Yes.
Well, that's the real issue, is you're not happy with yourself. You think there's something wrong with you. You agree?
Mm.
See, again,
Yeah.
that's a totally logical
No,
thing. If I'm dissatisfied with
Yeah.
something, I think there's something
Yeah.
wrong with
Yeah.
it.
No, I
Why
follow.
I ask you a very logical question that derives from what you see, and each time you say, oh,
Yeah.
wow, okay, let me think. You know, you notice?
Yeah, I am.
Why do you do that? Why you make things so heavy? Why?
I have this tendency.
Yeah, but why? Having a tendency is not an explanation. It's just a consequence. But why you do that?
Yeah, I feel weighted.
You feel what?
Yeah, weighted by reality in some way.
Weighted by
Yeah.
reality. Like
Yeah.
reality is there, waiting for
Yeah.
Alex. Yeah? Or
Not waiting, weighted heavy.
Ah, okay, reality is heavy.
Yeah.
Is reality heavy, or is it your idea of reality?
My idea.
Okay, so you make things heavy.
Yes.
Well, but then it's still my question. Why do you make things so heavy? Why why don't you surf?
Mm.
Well, you in South Africa, you guys do surfing. Do you ever surf?
Yeah.
Okay, well, why don't you surf?
No, I do.
You like surfing?
Yeah, I do.
Why you like surfing?
I feel free.
You feel free?
Yeah.
Well, then why don't you surf in life? Yeah?
To switch the mindset to a surfing mindset in life it's easier when you're in the act out in the sea.
Well, you can be in the act in life. Why don't you surf in life? Why do you make things so heavy? Is it, tell me, because I never surf, so you have to, tell me what's nice about surfing?
Yeah, the
The
freedom,
freedom, I
the
get it, but
lightness, the
light-
movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's really exciting?
Mm.
Because I saw
The-
these big waves,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw on TV, you know,
Yeah.
they're top, you know,
Yeah.
something like that.
Exhilarating, the flow of being there, it's social, you're with other people, it's beautiful.
With other people, you surf? I thought there was only one person on the board.
Yeah, one person on the board, but you're out with others.
I said, okay, fine. All right, anyway, so why don't you surf in life? What stops you? The exhilarating and light and la la, yeah.
This heaviness, which I think,
What
Yeah.
drives you? What drives you down? What is this gravitation effect in life?
part of it feels a weight of responsibility.
Oh, you have
Duty.
responsibilities.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Toward whom?
I have responsibilities to
To what?
to my
The main thing. Well,
colleagues,
to
and to
people,
family.
people you
Yeah.
work with.
Yes.
So you mean your work is what drives you down in life? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't want to say
Well, that's
that.
what you just said, my colleagues. You see, again and again and
logic is
again, I
hard.
listen to you. No, because otherwise I said just quit your job. You know, and
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think that's the problem.
Okay, so what is this weight you have in life?
Yeah, duty, the duty to. There's a complexity here as well.
No, don't give me the complexity argument. No. Give me something very concrete. What is that primary duty you have? This heavy
Yeah.
duty. What is it?
Mm.
Or you just inventing?
No.
things now?
I feel I felt a duty for a long time in relation to my
Give me one
Family.
duty. Well, who
Family
in your
duty.
family? Family, I never know what
to
you.
both parents
Who?
duty. I would
Who
say.
mainly? Give me one person. I don't like family content. One person. The duty
I'm trying
toward
to choose
who?
between which parent.
Well, if it's indifferent, just pick one. I don't care.
Mother.
Your mother.
Yeah.
Wow, that's surprising. Never heard that. Okay, you have a duty toward your mother.
Yeah.
You owe your mother something.
Yes.
You have a debt.
Yes.
So you've been educated in the debt,
Yes.
Frank, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, moral debt.
Yes.
You owe.
Yes.
And if one day you have children, you'll tell them, you owe me.
Hope not.
What do you mean you hope? Will you tell them that or no?
No.
Well, there's a problem here. If there's debt between generations, you're supposed to go on. You agree?
No.
What do you mean no? If you have debt toward your mother, your child will have a debt toward you.
Mm.
I mean, it's called filiation.
Mm.
You agree?
I agree.
Yeah, but then again, you know, simple logical thing you don't do.
Recording in progress.
You notice? It's like I'm telling you a very obvious, simple thing. They say, wow, I never thought about that, you know? Are you a logical guy or no?
I am.
Well, visibly not. Like on this simple thing, if there's a debt from child to parent, well, that goes
Yeah.
in every direction.
No, I follow the logic. If I feel indebted, I'm very likely to pass on an indebtedness.
Well, it's not more likely.
Yeah.
It's
That's what
logical.
will happen. Yeah.
We apply it as a system.
No, I follow that.
Right?
That makes sense.
Although it'd be strange why you owe to your mother and your child doesn't owe you.
Yeah.
You know, it's a
I
bad
get that.
banking system. Yeah. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
So, but you see, how do you explain your difficulty with very simple logical thinking?
I can explain it by that this has been, that the debt feels a way of existence for a long period of time, so the logic is harder to follow.
Why is it hard? Okay, fine, it's part of your existence, so you project it and that's it.
I think I've taken it as just a given for so long.
Yeah. So you have a hard time thinking, yeah?
Yes.
Yes. Do you know that?
Since I started here, I realized it. Yes.
Since you started what?
Working with yourself in this course, I realized.
Oh.
Yeah.
So before you thought you were potent, and now you discover you're impotent.
Yeah.
I don't think you're in the right place, my friend. You don't like to feel impotent, and it's getting worse every day. You know? You should talk to someone else. You know? Huh? So, should there be debt or no debt?
No debt.
Okay, God, you're liberated. Tax-free. Yeah? No debt to your mother. You happy?
Yes.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Huh? Will you tell her? What's the now I see the drama pointing on the horizon again. What's the problem? Would your mother be happy? You tell her, Mommy, I'm a free man. You educated me well. I have no debt towards you. Would she be happy or unhappy? Oh, visibly not happy.
Yeah.
No? Unhappy.
Some way.
Yeah. Why? Your mother, she's a banker?
No.
Well, why she wants you to have debt toward her? I mean, personally, I think my children have no debt toward me.
Mm.
That's the worst thing if I thought they owe me something.
No, on reflection, she would want there to be no debt.
Okay. So why you keep that debt thing? Why?
Mm.
So you please yourself with this duty stuff that nobody asks you.
Mm.
Why are you using your mother in such a gross way, poor woman? Huh?
Yeah, it's not good.
That's not good. You have a sense of tragic, you know. Yeah. So why you do that? Why you make things so heavy? Even we discovered, no, your mother doesn't particularly want you to have a debt, but you make something heavy.
Yes.
Why you make things so heavy? Is it a way to because that seduces chicks or something? Did you mean the girl? Why you're so heavy, man? Wow. Did you ever see that, or rather
It
there?
can be a good look.
Huh?
No, that's generally not my strategy.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So then, what's the point of being so heavy?
No, I don't see the point in it. I'd like to not be so heavy.
Yeah. So why are you heavy? Can you tell a joke?
No.
See, for me, that's the ultimate test.
Yeah.
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 You tell a
No, I
joke.
thought of this yesterday.
Yeah. Well, can I give you a prescription?
Please.
Every day for 1 month, you're gonna find one joke per day and send it to 10 people. I want to be one of them. Yeah, do it periodically. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. One joke
It's a
per
good
day. You look on the
prescription.
internet. There's plenty.
I
Yeah,
like
just
this.
avoid blonde jokes. I can't stand blonde jokes. They're not funny. But one joke per day, send it to 10 people. What do you have? I give you my email.
Okay.
Is that good?
That sounds good.
Yeah? All right, you can do this as a little thing. So, let's see what time it is. You're so heavy, I'm counting the time. Yeah, I still have to do 20 minutes with you. Okay? So, what's at least last night I had excitement, you know? Exciting. Okay, so what's the question you would like to ask now?
I want to ask specifically about it's not light.
Okay, can you just give me the question? You see,
Yeah.
already, wow.
Yeah, I want to focus on something specific. The
Just give me the damn question. What's the first word of the question?
Death of
No,
my
death is not the big
death of my grandparents. Yeah.
Well, that's not a question.
Yeah.
Questions start with a questioning word, you know,
Yeah.
like why, when, where, who, how.
How can I
Okay.
reconcile with the death of my grandparents?
Are they dead?
Yeah.
Okay. But why your grandparents? Why not your next door neighbor? Why not my grandparents? Why your grandparents? Why yours?
Oh, because they were so important to me.
Well, why aren't there other people important? Why are not my grandparents important to you? Why mine? Sounds so primitive when people say that. Mine, like my opinion, my idea, my feelings, my. Why not my grandparents? What's wrong with my grandparents?
I have no link with your grandparents.
Well, that's your choice. You can say, Oscar, how can I reconcile with the fact your grandparents are dead? You would make me feel really good. You know? Yeah. But it seems so obvious when you know my grandparents. Why are you sad my grandparents are dead or you don't give a damn? Which one?
I'm sorry to hear it.
You were really sorry. I know one of these English bullshit, you know? I'm really sorry to know that you know? You don't care.
It's
Come on.
English, yes.
Yeah, you
No,
don't
I'm
care.
different. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Think of your grandparents as my grandparents, and that's it. Done. Job done. Nice? I give them their name. It's Gaspar and Mimi. Okay? Alright? Honey?
No, I feel cheated.
Cheated?
Yeah.
What do you mean cheated?
I feel
You feel what?
I feel
Oh, you
the
were
question's been avoided.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
It avoids any emotion related to the thing.
Well,
Yes.
you have a primitive worldview? Are you a primitive guy?
I have primitive aspects.
No, primitive guy. Not
Primitive.
aspect.
No,
not
I'm
the
not-
aspect. You.
No, I'm not primitive.
Well, look, you know, I tell you, when in China, there's a big, well, among the philosophical fight between Confucius and Mozart. Because Confucius thinks what's important is your family. And Mozart says, what kind of primitive thinking is that? Your family is humanity. Not the grandmother, your father, your mother, your son. It's ridiculous. That's what, 10 people? Humanity. That's your real family, is humanity. See, that's more rational, that's more open, that's less xenophobic. What are those 10 people you're obsessed with because you share some DNA with it? Isn't that kind of primitive? Right? Primitive, no?
Yes.
Why would you be more? I'll tell you another story. It's a story I like. I discovered in Iran. Maybe you're young. Do you remember Imam Khomeini or no?
I know the name.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Way too young, but he was the founder of the Iranian Islamic Republic. Yeah. And I went to visit his house. Yeah, visit his house. Yeah, and it's a very poor little house. Yeah, so you visit, and then they tell you a story. See, you have to know that in Islam, when there's somebody buried, they carry the body through the street to the cemetery, and people that see the coffin, they follow it if they want, yeah, to the cemetery. So there are people gathering as you go, yeah. And Khomeini, he had a principle. Every time a coffin would go by his house, he would do 10 steps with it, then go back to his house. Each coffin, 10 steps, follow 10 steps, go back to his house. Then his son died in his house. He did the same thing. He did 10 steps and came back to his house. Beautiful story?
Yes.
Yes. See, that's not primitive. Primitive is my family, grandma, man. What is this my business? Don't you have any ideal? Why are you so primitive? My grandparents. Why not mine? Why not all the grandparents of the universe? Don't you feel primitive?
No, I feel primitive.
Good. Well, you're right. For once, you're realistic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh? Aren't you bothered by those people with their little crappy family, and that's all they see? That's what they're obsessed with. Aren't you bothered by it?
Yes.
Well, why do you do it? My grandmother, my grandfather. No? And they died. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay. Well, don't you want to get out of this kind of?
No, I do.
Okay, well,
this
get
is
out
useful.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah? Gaspar and Mimi, remember the name. No, but did you believe this kind of story? Oh, my grandmother, you believe it?
Yes.
Well, can you stop believing it? That's what we're discussing this afternoon.
This is helpful.
Decoincide. Stop believing your,
Yeah.
the myth.
Yeah.
Oh, why them? Why them? Yeah? You see? It's a small world.
Mm.
Yeah. So we can have a big world and no problem. Nice.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah.
You have another question? Yeah. We have time for another one. Yeah.
Hmm.
What's the matter?
No, I'm feeling quite satisfied.
You're feeling satisfied?
Yeah.
That's not good. I'm not doing my job. I'm not supposed to satisfy people. I will get a bad reputation. I hope it's not gonna be known. Okay, if you think you're done,
Yeah.
we're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're done?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, fine. Well, thank you. You're such a polite guy. But what's the main thing you got from our discussion?
This last point struck me quite profoundly, but the enormity of, when you called it primitive thinking, just the idea of civilization in general, of people, of our smallness, and it shakes there's a heaviness around the grandparents here. This is a thought running through my head. Of course, there's enormous emotional ties to this, but having another image, suddenly the pain is there, but it's softened. It's there is a bigger picture that I get with it. That's very helpful.
Okay, so you like bigger picture.
Yes.
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 Right? So you're still worried about dying?
No.
Cosmos. What does your death represent in the cosmos?
In a birth.
A birth?
In
No.
the Gospels.
No, cosmos. Universe cosmos?
Cosmos.
Cosmos, yes. What does your death represents in the cosmos?
Nothing.
Okay, good. Congratulations. Feeling lighter?
Yeah.
Ready? Ready? The flickering of a spark. Yeah? Enjoy it while it lasts. It won't last
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So see, why make it heavy? It doesn't last very long.
It's
You know?
true.
Yeah. So you might as well enjoy it,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Mm.
Other thoughts?
What?
No. We can be in silence as well.
What did you say? I didn't hear.
The other thought I had, the idea that was very helpful, is you use this notion of surfing.
Yeah.
Why not surf?
Right,
This is surfing.
right. Yeah, surfing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Surfing in life. Yeah.
Surfing in life.
Right. No debts.
That was also a very important idea.
Mm.
No debts. This is also, seeing this as the logic was very hard for me to follow.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't, because I was so entangled within the logic of the thing, that of course, if I feel indebted, my child will be indebted. I saw this logic play out last night as well, in a similar conversation.
And can you surf when you have debts?
No, you're too heavy, you'll sink.
You would sink.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Good?
Yeah, very good. Thank you.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So let's stop here. Yeah. And let's